Good evening, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I guess we all know the news. Mr. Zumach pussied out at the last minute. And so we want to talk about that. And I am joined tonight by the wonderful Cigarette Jones. And I'm going to add him to the screen now. And good evening, Mr. Jones.
Hi, Schmuel. Hi,
How?
chatters.
Hey, guys. How are you? Um, let's get into this shit as quickly as we can. Um, I need I kind of like I'm trying to regroup a little bit.
Hmm.
He Chad canceled basically at the last minute with a lame excuse, and then of course my phone started blowing up with texts and DMs from people saying, "Did he really cancel? Did he really cancel?" And the answer to that question is yes, he really did. And it was the lamest of excuses. So let's let's go back to figure out how this all started, and I think we'll find it pretty interesting. Let's just see if we pop that out. Um, so Chad started this whole thing off with he wanted to debate his haters, and we were like okay with that. Um, and I didn't respond. I wasn't volunteering, and then I saw the stream that he did last week, and I was like, I don't know. I felt like it didn't really get anywhere, uh, and so I sent him a DM, and I just asked, which I'll pull up because we're gonna have to pull up several of the DMs tonight. Um, but jokingly, I sent him a um, saying that he had done. Hold on. Let's go back, and I apologize. Um, Cupcake's Corner. Cupcake was tonight's guest, and Cupcake was tossed aside for Chad. So I could have come on. I see how it is. I'm so sorry, Cupcake. Um, Cupcake will be on Thursday, and we need to do that stuff. So I just got to start off with Chad's a coward. But in any event, uh, Chad claimed that he didn't. He had said a while ago that he wanted to be interviewed by me on his stream, and then when I asked him about it, he said, "Oh, I don't remember. This all blends together." So then that never came up. Um, and then I offered him the link. This is October 25th. Um, and then after watching his something with him, I went, that went nowhere. Let's do one for real. And Chad replied, okay. And I said, let me know what your schedule looks like next week. Then a couple of days later, I was like, we going to do this thing? I'd like to prep a bit. He said, I'm around next week, pretty open. Sorry, I rarely on Twitter. And then we scheduled it all for Tuesday. Um, and Saturday, we can do it on my channel. Since it's my thing, we can do it Tuesday at 8 p.m. You can do an after show if you want to get the viewers over there. Sounds good. If this is a commitment, I said, and this is me, I said, sounds good. And I said, if this is a commitment, I'd like to start promoting it. So are we committed? Yes, it's already out there. And uh, I was like, okay. And then we went on. So today I was like, Uh, oh, you're on. We're on at 8. Do you want to send me a link early and do a sound check? And I had sent him my phone number, etc. Earlier in the week so we could get things. And Buck, get to the part where you change the rules. No, I'd rather first get to the part where Chad changed the rules. But that's okay. We'll get there. But I imagine that there's got to be at least a couple of Chad ball washers in here, so we'll get there. But thank you for the $2, Dan.
I
I
mean,
said, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Chad's generally a piece of shit anyway. I mean, have you seen the stuff he's been saying about Lady KB lately? Or the stuff he's done to Doodle. He definitely has a problem with women. I don't know whether he's a latent homosexual. Something's not quite right there.
Yeah, apparently he's got a problem with old men as well. So hold on, kids. I'm trying to fix my lights here. And I'm late because I was spending a lot of time trying to get Chad to reconsider because I really wanted to do this. The realest Stevie Lou is here. Hey, Stevie. Oh, and Ashley Cummings as well. Hi, my friend Ashley. So in any event, I said, okay, boss, see you at 8. The DV is looking forward to it because I was trying to get the link. Oh, yeah. We're on at 8. Do you want to send me a link early and we can do a sound check? I'm sure it will be fine. Okay, boss, see you at 8. The DV is looking forward to it. I'll send you the link before I do MLC today. And I didn't get a link. And then I got a rule change that blew me away. Dr. Chow is going to moderate it since he's a fan of us both. To which I responded, he's a troll, you know it, and I know it. To which he responded, everyone knows it.
Well, he has a doctor.
Yeah. And then he asked if I could go together, go earlier at 7:30. So yeah, that was the first rule change, and I wanted to call it off. I not call it off, but I really wanted to argue about this because if you're going to moderate, right? If you're going to have a moderator, that's one thing. But you're going to have a moderator that you did shows with for 2 years, and somehow that's going to be fair. That's bullshit. Just absolute bullshit. But I was willing to deal with it. And when I got on the show, that was when I was going to address it. I decided it was better to deal with it then. So this was like my first sign today that he was a pussy. And I thought for sure that, what do you call it? I have to say, in the back of my mind, I did a lot of shit to get prepped for this, but in the back of my mind, I kind of figured that it was never going to come off. Like I was really hoping, and then as we got closer and closer towards the time period, I expected it to come off, and it didn't, obviously. So the next thing I know, I get a text or a DM from somebody who I don't remember, but I could go back and look it up in the chat, and it was like maybe Tuna Town sent me a message, and he said, "Oh, what do you call it? Chow. I'm so sorry. I got Chad canceled," and I was like, "He canceled," and I was like, I hadn't even been told that. He just posted it on Twitter, and he canceled it because there was supposedly going to be a simulcast, which wasn't going to happen. what was going to happen was um, that I was going to be on the stream uh, before the show, like a pre-stream, to generate interest and stuff, and then I was going to leave and go there and do the show, and then come back here. I didn't think that was really much to do about anything. And I wrote, "There is no simulcast. Calling it off, dude. Sorry, no simulcast. I never agreed to that." And then I said, "There is no simulcast. What are you talking about? I'm doing a pre-show, then you, then back to me." People were super chatting Kevin saying you were. And then we sort of get into it. But let's go back here. I've got a lot of links out because people wanted to come on. So with the way my luck is, either nobody will come on or they'll all come on at the same time. But
Panhandler's in the chat.
yeah, he is one of the people that he should, if he doesn't have the link, he does now. And I was looking for, and why is he not showing up? Big W, what the hell is your Twitter? What's Big W's Twitter handle? Do you know off the top of your head? Ah, there it is. I got it. All right. Big W has the link. So that's like 8 people have the link, or 10. But let's see here. I did that one already. Super chat, and I saw another one pop up here. It's probably from the same person. Sorry. Oh, nice podcast, stupid. That is the very definition of a simulcast, Buck. It's not. And also, if it were, and it were an issue, right? If you were a dude and you had my number, and since this never came up, we would have happily talked about it. But we're dealing with a coward. So,
Thanks for the $2.
and thank you for the $2. More importantly, the Chow thing was something that was never agreed to either. Having a moderator was never agreed to. Certainly not Chow being a moderator was never agreed to. But I'm not a pussy, so I went with it. And let's all remember that this whole debate thing didn't start because I asked him to debate. This whole thing started because I keep saying Chad wanted to debate his haters, but he blocked Cardiff and the people that really would have given him a hard time. So and he just went with what he assumed were going to be the weak ones.
I mean, at this point, who is a Chad supporter? I mean, Bill from Jersey. Who else?
I think Crumb was. I know that little Lemmy likes him. And I get into that in a little bit. Jimmy I, send Dan the link and debate him. Booyah. Dan said he would never do a stream with me, so there's nothing I can do about that. But thank you for the $2, Jimmy. And that's it, right? I got through all of them. So yeah, so it was like in any event, all of a sudden this simulcast issue came up, and it was just bullshit. And this is really where the truth came out. Too many people were warning me going into this, so that's a red flag. They said Cardiff came up with that idea and he was going to do it. So once again, uh, it's somebody else's fault. It was Cardiff's idea, and it was never Cardiff's idea. And Cardiff is apparently doing his 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 own show. Um, and Chow, no disrespect to you, um, but you're a troll, and I can't. If the guy can't face me one on one, then he can't face me. You have like a pig there or something?
A cat.
Oh, a cat.
I got a geriatric 17-year-old cat that wants some attention.
Ah, wants attention. It's sounds like it's squealing. Uh, hold on. All right. There we go. All right, and we've got a third guest from the evening, the charming and cheerful Mr. Panhandler. Hey,
You really,
boss.
you really fucked this one, Schmuel. Good job.
Yeah, yeah, I fucked it. I did. Yeah, I did.
I,
I did nothing but try to promote a show, and that's how I fucked it.
well, I like the 3 delays on the start of this show too. That was kind of the piece de resistance
Well,
of this
look,
whole evening.
don't break my balls. You know what?
You're mad. I love it.
I was trying to pull off. I was trying to get Chad to actually fucking do the show, and the uh, so it took more time than I expected, and fuck him. And you know, I wasn't sandbagging the guy. I had questions that I wanted to ask him. They were going to be pretty simple. I mean, people were sending me his criminal record. I got just all sorts of things to go after him with. I wasn't going to use any of them, you know. And
That's all old shit. I mean, everybody already knows about that stuff. Like, it's no point. You should have had that already. Like, I mean, that's going after that. I mean, the only thing interesting would have been, him going after the ladies or whatever. That's kind of recent that he's been going so hard in the paint over that. Hello, CJ, by the way. Good to see
all
you.
right, well,
Hi, Panhandler.
why don't you debate him then?
Sure.
Um,
I won't try and steal his money in simulcast like you did.
Oh yeah, I was trying to steal his money in simulcast. You know what?
You're really pissed, man. This is kind of funny.
Fuck him. No, fuck him. He wasted my fucking goddamn time. I gave him my fucking phone number. The guy could have called me if he had a problem, but he's typical. It's a ballless thing. This is all about Cardiff. He's terrified of Cardiff. That's what 100% about what this is about. And he thought Cardiff had something to do with it. And instead of calling and talking to me, instead of saying something to me, he fucking sweat his balls off and then at the last minute chickened out. You know? And he's gonna blame me like he's everybody else.
But even
Like
if Cardiff,
I'm everybody else.
But even if you shared the link and it was on Chad's show, he wouldn't have to put him on. So what's the big deal, right? I mean, I actually don't think you would do that, number one, but Cardiff couldn't have got on screen unless Chad pulled him up from backstage.
Or what was I gonna ask him? I mean, look, Schmuel is 98. He doesn't have time to waste. Young old vibes. You're 100%. I actually had a show planned for tonight, and that wasn't Chad related, and had to turn a guest down, which I don't like doing, and it's the second time I had to turn this person down. So
Yeah, I think
that
oh, sorry, go ahead.
Lady KB, the talk shit to my face guy ain't looking so tough now, because that was like one of the other questions, right? I mean, there were a bunch of them, but most of them were pretty simple. But the first question I was going to ask him was, when he said he wanted to debate his haters, what did he hope to accomplish by doing that? Like, what was the purpose of doing that? And and probably a follow up was, if you wanted to do it with your haters, why did you block? Why did you block the people who hate you the most? Uh, Johnny Mac 86, $5.15. Thank you, so Johnny. Expecting Chad to conduct business in good faith. I'm an idiot. I'm not gonna argue that for many other reasons, but this one is true. I really thought that I was probably going to be. I'm an old man. I mean, what am I going to do? What am I going to say? And I had met Chad in Atlantic City, and we'd had a couple of chuckles, you know, and so he knew who I was. He knows what I look like. I totally didn't think that. I don't know. I guess I should have expected it, but I didn't, and I did spend time working on it. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's a waste. It's a waste of everybody's time. I think Big W was trying to do an after show about it, and I think Lady KB possibly agreed, and possibly Ranger. Like some people were like looking forward to the Chad and your show, because I think him and Dan did pretty good a couple weeks ago, or was it last week? So yeah, it and I tweeted Chad a bunch of times trying to get him to do it. I wasn't like trolling him or whatever. I think people wanted at least it's something different, right? So it does seem like a miss. So I don't know why he backed out. I don't know I caught the end of MLC, and of course Chad was getting hate super chats, but that's what MLC is. You go on MLC, you're going to get hated on by half the audience at the very least. So, and it's something that he's been on the show for since it started on YouTube. So it's something he should be used to. So I'm not sure exactly what happened. I'm going to blame you though.
Bigger disappointment, blowing it with Stutcho or Chad. How did I blow? I don't know how I blew it with Stutcho. What can I say? The good news is at least I didn't embarrass myself, right? So I mean that was the possibility, and that's
Well, the night's still early,
the,
Schmuel.
the risk that you take. Well, I didn't embarrass myself with Chad, and I didn't. I don't have people still walking around going, "Ooh, that was horrible." So listen.
Well, how did you? What was your last communication with Chad? What was the last thing you said or he said to you? I hope it was he told you.
So this is on DMs. The thing he said, too many people were warning me going into this, so that's a red flag. They said Cardiff came up with that idea, and he was going to do it. Whatever. What my last communication to Chad was, what are you so afraid of? I told you from the beginning there'd be no sandbagging, no bullshit. It's not what I do. We were all set. The people were looking forward to it. Then a couple of hours ago, you're dropping in a guy you did a show with for 2 years as a moderator. Now this bullshit. I put a lot of effort into making this a fair debate/interview. You're the one that wanted a debate. I'm really disappointed in you. I'm also probably the only person on the planet that insisted you'd come through. I'll be on at 8. Be the tough guy you keep claiming to be, and send me a link. Haven't gotten the link.
All right. Well, I mean, the smart move would have been to talk to Lady KB, and if she was ready to go on stream, get her on here instead of me, and try and agitate her.
Hey, Panhandler, you know what? I'm not here for your bullshit tonight. All right? You want to play fucking games, play games, but not tonight. All right?
I'm not
I'm not in the fucking mood. I'm not in the mood. I'm just not in the fucking mood, man. It's like,
what did I say?
You want to dick around. You want to dick around. The smart move, this, that, the other thing. Yeah, I got all fucking day to sit around and come up with smart moves, man. Just stop, right? I'm going to, It's like this breaking thing is just. I'm done, man. I just it's okay. You can break balls, but at some point we're engaged in a conversation and you keep fucking moving it to
That
someplace
was a legitimate
different.
suggestion. It was a
What's a legitimate suggestion?
saying that
I
if you're
got a
trying to
half
get
an
chat,
hour before I knew that this shit was going to happen. And
Okay,
what am I
well,
supposed
she's
to do? I'm
in the
supposed to
chat
call
now.
Lady KB?
All right, relax.
Permaseal finishing, freaking out. Just admit it, Bugman. You were scared of Chad and you backed out. Yes, I'm terrified.
He
I'm
never gets
terrified. That's why I'm so fucking glad he canceled it on Twitter, because I don't have to. Now there's no question about who canceled it. And Panhandler, I'm not like, what do you call it? I just, it's like, it's fun. You want to break balls, but I'm not in the fucking mood.
That was a legit recommendation. That
But-
wasn't me breaking balls.
And how would you have liked me to do that?
No,
Buck, you didn't follow rules. You blew it. Sorry. What was I supposed to do? Give Chad a goddamn jerk him off like you did last week? I mean, stop. Stop.
I don't know.
Just stop. But,
I don't know who you're yelling at this point, but you're
I'm yelling
Dan
at
right
Dan
now.
from
Like,
Nice
okay.
Podcast Stupid. It's like he followed the rules and he embarrassed himself. Something I was trying not to do tonight. All right? And for a guy that's constantly telling people how to run shows, it was an awful job. There you go. And
I blame CJ.
Happy birthday to Ray DeVito.
yes, and happy colonoscopy day to Ray DeVito. No, tomorrow is his birthday because that's the day he's having the colonoscopy. Wait, I may be confused. You're right. He's having the colonoscopy tomorrow. His birthday is today. And he also called me today. One of
That would put me in a bad mood too. I get it.
rule number 1, no simulcast. Buck schedules simulcasts. Dan, I'm gonna make a rule just for you. $5, and I'll read your super chats. Otherwise, I'm just gonna leave them up, man. It's because it's ridiculous at this point. I'm not karmic. I whatever. All right. So there you go. If you want them read, I'm happy to read them, but they got to be $5. And there we go. Done with that.
I'm not scared, MGD. I don't want him to have a grabber on stream, so I'm being quiet. MGD's busting my balls. So.
Oh well, because it's like you can just.
I'm shutting up. I'm shutting up.
No, you don't. But you don't have to shut up, but follow along, and then think about what you're saying. How the hell was I supposed? The smart move would be get Lady KB, but how was I going to do that?
Well,
In what period of time was I supposed to do that?
What they say. That's the beauty.
Everybody's, hindsight's 20. Everybody's got great ideas for me after it's too late to do anything with. All right.
All right.
And
calm down.
So I see a tweet from Chad that says one of the reasons he canceled the debate was that you were going to get super tips from it, and he didn't want 10% going to Melton.
But that's bullshit, because if you watch a Schmuel show, he gets more super chats, it seems, than the super tips. Since he's been monetized anyway, it seems like.
There you go, Dan, for $5. You're incapable of following rules, you doddering old fool. Well, Dan, I'm not a rule follower. Hence, that's why I'm here doing what I'm doing. And if I followed rules, I would have probably embarrassed myself. But thank you for the donation towards my OnlyFans sign. I can't wait to have it. Go ahead. I'm sorry, guys.
No, CJ was just reading a post from Chad about. We were talking about Chad saying that he was concerned you were going to use super tips. He doesn't want any money going to Patrick. And I was just saying, well, it seems like since you've been monetized, I don't have the numbers in front of me, obviously, but it appears you get more super chats than you do super tips. Excuse me, I could be wrong.
Right. I rarely wasn't going to do it. I wasn't even going to be here.
Right.
That was the point. Okay. And if that's a concern tell me it's a concern, right? Don't be a fucking pussy.
Right.
It's
Or you
like
could split it with
all
him or whatever. Or
all you, there were a million things that could have been done, but they can't be done if you're going to be a little girl and you get, yeah, Melton gets if Melton gets super tips, I can't be given super tips. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
let CJ talk. It's his debut. See, he never gets like this. And you're here, Cigarette Jones, and he's all fired up. What did you do to him?
MGD, who's one of my favorite people. Buckman went all New Jersey on us. That was Queens. I'm a Queens boy. And I'm sorry, Siggy. Go ahead.
I think I lost my train of thought, but you guys carry on, and I'll jump in at some point.
Permaseal finishing for $4.99. Calm down, Bug. No one really thought he'd show up. You're old, mean, and everything Chad hates. You remind him of his last sentencing judge. That's actually very funny. Schmuel, does Cookie know about your flirtatious behavior with Lemmy, Lady KB, Ashley, and Ava? And does she approve? I don't think I flirt. I think I remind them too much that I'm married, but I think the only one that I actually flirt with in that list is probably Ashley. Well, MGD too. I'm sorry. MGD is my biggest flirter. There was something else that I wanted that I thought I saw here.
I think we all love MGD.
Oh, that's what it is. Thank you for waving. Good evening, NJ Ranger.
Yell at Ranger like you yelled at me.
Yeah, so I was gonna say I just slid on because I heard that you were sticking it to Panhandler.
Yeah, I'm scared. It was like I thought my dad was behind me.
It's okay, bro. I'm here.
It's like
NJ.
when he was in Nam. I'm getting flashbacks. I'm back in the shit.
Oh man.
Game over, man. Game over.
Yeah, I do apologize, but
Don't
I'm
apologize.
like
Don't be a fucking pussy.
I am so done
I
with.
busted your balls for months on end. I think it was just a buildup of like 3 months of frustration with me.
Jesus, it's
great.
like every now and then, just fucking let something go, and you know. So NJ, what do you think? Were you expecting a back out, or did you think you'd actually go through with it?
Well, I fucked this up for you, bro. It was again the simulcast thing. It comes from one singular super chat from me saying, and let me not misquote myself here. Schmuel will be simulcasting the debate on his channel. Save your A material for the skip the queue super tips. Stick it to him live and direct on air. #ad. So yeah, I apologize. I apologize about that. But okay, multiple super chats. I did not see a second one about that, and we found out on air that Chad backed out. So I think that this was a convenient excuse to do the shit they wanted to do anyway.
And can I share what you told me when I found out about Chow coming?
Sure, Keanu me.
Chow. So no, I got when I got the message that Chow was going to moderate. I asked NJ. I said, I just got this, and it seemed a little weird. And your, I think, response, which I'm not going to read, but it was basically like that was unacceptable.
It was unnecessary. Let me again. Let's not misquote me. What did I say here? Yeah, I told you that it would be less of a say no moderator, because why the fuck, if he doesn't need to have a moderator for Dan, why can't you come on no moderator and just mud wrestle with him? I don't get it.
Right.
I wish.
And
You flatter me.
thank you. NJ is like 19. What do you call it? And I was like, no, I'm going to do it. And I just wanted to move on here. No, I was going to do it. I was going to address it on the stream. I didn't think that. I thought it was an excuse. He was making. He wanted me to drop out so that he could say I canceled, and that's why he did that. And my feeling is no, I'm not going to let you win that way. If winning is the right term. But what a sorry. But other than that, just in general, and Panhandler, you can answer the question too, and I won't yell at you. Did what do you call it? I mean, who thought this was going to come off, and who didn't?
After he went on with Dan, I thought it was going to happen. Like he sent out the link right earlier in the day. He sent out a link himself with the announcement or whatever, the reminder. So I thought it was down. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't watch all of MLC, so I'm not sure what happened with. Did he? Usually when Bichetti's on, it's most of the super chats are shitting on him, and if Liam was on, a lot of super chats were shitting on him. So I didn't think Chad caught that much heat. I know Ranger just brought up the super chat that he sent, and I saw that one and a few others, and I thought I saw Chad Boozmock, excuse me, tweeting that he sent him some super chats too that I must have missed during the show. Ranger, I don't know if you saw those.
Yeah, I did see them, and I sent one in earlier that was like, why does there have to be a moderator? Your debate with Dan was a smash hit. Didn't have one. You don't want to look like you're scared of the old man, right, Chad? And so he was, oh, I'm terrified, like doing that. But then at the end of the day, he dipped. I am in the same boat with Panhandler. I thought the shit was going to go on. What about you, Schmuel? What did you think? And you
I
can
thought
answer
it.
this too, CJ.
I thanks. I thought it was gonna. I thought it was gonna. I thought it was gonna go on. And I also thought half the Dabbleverse that's interested in Chad would be stream sniping it. And so, me not being here on the channel, I didn't think it would be that big of a deal. It's not like I'm not going to be earning super chats or whatever while I'm here. So, and we have another guest, but Menthol Man. Chad said Buck was teaming up with Cardiff to simulcast. Have you people seen me? I'm barely able to get a stream up twice a week.
I mean, I think you told me on Saturday that you were going to be doing a show with Chad. I thought you meant Clearwater Chad initially. When you told me it was Chad Zumach, I didn't think it was going to happen. So I guess I'm in the minority there.
Yep. I'm going to bring in guest number 5 or the 5th
What is this,
person on
Clowntown?
screen. No pun
Apropos.
intended. Hey, big
Whoa!
W. But before we start, I'm gonna Menthol Man. Chad did not want Super Tip involved because he did
Hey,
not want
Doug.
Melton to get any dollars. That's what Chad said. Guess what? That wasn't going to happen. There was never really anything set up really for that. And but if that was an issue, you could have asked, right? And I don't have a problem. Like, just ask me. Why are
That
you
was
afraid of me?
that was awesome when you were yelling at Panhandler. Will you do that again?
Thanks, Dub. Appreciate the support.
Don't push me, W.
This is why everybody's on Team Papa Kill. That kind of attitude.
You might be next. No, is this what is the big deal? If people were simulcasting it. The people
Yeah, I
with
don't
super
really
chat.
understand what the big deal is there.
Well, I think what happens in the Dabbleverse is sometimes we get sidetracked by an unimportant issue, which is then used as an excuse. And my bottom line is he was afraid to come on, and I don't know what he was scared of with me, but that's what it was, and he needed some justification, and this was the one that he could come up with, as lame as it is.
Well,
I
hey,
just feel bad because we missed out on one of the most consequential debates of our time. You know, I mean, we could have got down to some real important issues.
it's like, okay, Melton, the problem is that Melton gets 10% of whatever super tips you would get. It's the same. Melton has been the big bad of this whole Chad Zumach debate series. He was sitting there with Dan. He had Dan in front of him. He's complaining about me. He's showing Dan on the doll where Melton touched him. Like, okay, you're here to debate if Melton isn't going to come on, fine. Debate the dude that's in front of you. This shit doesn't make sense.
Right.
Yeah,
I made an intro and everything, man.
Wow. There were like people, it was very nice because a couple of people called me or text me and asked me if it was okay if they sniped it, and I was like, it's not my stream. But do whatever you want. And, I've never been, I like money, don't get me wrong, but I've never been in this for the money. And, I mean, look, I had my reasons for doing it, and obviously, there was interest. It would get eyeballs, and that's what this was all about, for me.
Well, I'll tell you what you should have done.
You and Panhandler can get together and have a meeting after. No, go ahead. I've calmed down.
I was only kidding. Hey, is this the first time you've been on, CJ?
It is.
Nice to meet you, buddy.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
he's the one who got Schmuel all fired up.
Yeah, he was back there gaslighting him before
Poking him, and then I took the brunt of it.
Yeah. I'm really Team Dan,
That'd be awesome if he was working for Dan.
Hell yeah. Ranger, well, you were looking forward to it, I'm sure.
I was. Again, I got showered and everything. I thought that we were going to have a nice little commentary on this. Again, as you said, one of the more pressing back and forths of our time.
Hell yeah.
But we were robbed of it, unfortunately.
Yeah, I feel like we just missed out on something.
Yeah.
I don't like that feeling.
Yeah, I feel like I missed out on something as well. But NJ, let me do some stuff. And Siggy, just kind of jump in. I'm sorry, I tend to be a little bit
First, the
verbose.
final boss didn't show up, and now this. I don't know how we move forward, Schmuel. I really don't.
Well, you know what? Has Chad cried on air yet? Because that's all he does is to be the. He'll be the next final boss. Look, I mean, I had questions that I wanted to ask Chad, but the first one, which I had said earlier, was that I wanted to ask him. He said he wanted to debate his haters, and I wanted to know what he thought. What was the point in that?
I didn't know you were a Chad hater. I didn't even know that.
What was a value? The truth of the matter is, I'm not really like a Chad hater in the sense that I don't really care. Like I don't spend a lot of time with Chad, so that was the thing. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get back to the beginning.
Okay, sorry.
But I would have asked. No. I'm looking on my phone. That's why I look distracted.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had a list of questions here, but.
Let's run through them.
I'll be Chad.
We'll
do a role play. We'll do a, like Biden does, and Trump to prepare.
Hey, Doodle. Hey, Doodle, Chad.
That would have been funny. The funny one is if he would have come out and what do you call it, and done a Biden. I think that was probably the greatest risk.
Are
Well,
you
you
saying
heard what?
somebody else other than you would have done a Biden? Did I just hear that correctly?
Yeah, it's crazy,
I'm
right?
completely gonna get thrown off this show forever.
Look, guys, look, telling you. Listen, telling you.
You know the thing.
The thing, the thing, and the corn pop is a bad dude.
Corn pop's good. Thing.
Look, I'm not even kidding. Look.
Big Black. Cardiff will be able to stream snipe any debate Chad does. So I guess no more debates. I mean, that was going to do them.
But who cares? I mean, more
Oh.
eyeballs. I never get the sniping thing. Like, that's more eyeballs is better. So who gives a shit?
I have mixed feelings about it. We've talked about that
Yeah,
before.
on the aspect, I guess.
But Chow, I'm not even bothering reading your chats. Let's see. The main hater is Cardiff. So this whole thing was BS. Yeah, it was, because that's what he did. Is he said, "Oh, I want to debate my haters," and then he blocked everybody. But I will say, at the same time he blocked all those people, he unblocked me. I've been blocked forever. So
Something tells me after tonight you'll be back on that block list.
yeah, I think I just got whatever. There it is. Thank you, Roy Cohn, Siggy, NJ, and Dub. Do your plug. Send Chow the link, and let's get this party started.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be a great snooze fest. Sorry.
Yo, bro, Schmuel, what you been paying attention to in the dab, bro?
Yeah.
You been paying attention to the final boss's meltdowns, bro? You should send the link, dude, bro.
That's
Final boss. Send final boss the link, man.
That's the
Send-
final boss. Is that's his Lex Luthor? Is Chow and Mir.
Dude, it's all about Mo, dude, bro.
Schmuel's never gonna level up with nights like tonight.
Mo
I
runs
always
the
said-
dab, bro.
Yeah, the whole final boss thing came about because guys like Siggy, and other people were, I'm gonna, for lack of a better word, were supporters of him, like encouraging me to have him on, and like Dub, you said to me even that day that he was coming on, right? That he had texted you that he was coming on that
Yeah,
night.
he was ready to come on. I don't know what. I think he fell asleep or something.
And Sarah, it was like six
Yeah, he
or
did tell
seven,
me.
6 or 7 people that I like and respect were all like, "Yeah, have the guy on," and I'm like, "All right," and I understand now what that was about. A lot of that had to do with he needs to grow up.
It's like the
And,
butterfly effect. If he would have just come on your program that night, I believe he avoids that meltdown. That's my
Yes.
belief. I choose to believe that.
And he could have quite possibly met Ashley on Schmuel's because she's a frequent guest, and then there would have been that whole call snafu.
That's right.
W.
Yeah.
Sliding doors, man. Sliding doors.
Ashley is also probably going to join us a little later anyway.
6 people's a bit much.
Well, no, we're not going to have 6 people panhandlers.
Yeah,
Some
I'll-
people
Don't
will
yell at
drop-
me again. I was just trying to make your life
Some
easier.
people
You're
will
always
drop
saying-
off.
You always say that I make it more difficult. See, I can't win here, Douglas. What am I going to do?
Stop and talk
Yeah.
about end this bug. We are giving Chad a Woody right now. Maybe not. He's halfway through a handle of Belvedere by now.
A handle. God damn, that's
You think it's Belvedere or Georgie?
I've never
Like-
heard of Belvedere.
Oh, it's the plastic bottle stuff. It's
Oh,
the
it's
good,
plastic.
It's the good stuff. It's the good handle.
You know it's good when it comes in a plastic bottle, dude.
I thought Belvedere was a good vodka. It's not?
I don't think so.
I think it is.
No, I think it is. I always thought it was one of the like premium
Yeah.
vodkas.
It's
That
like
That
a
would make
knockoff
sense
Grey
why
Goose.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, you're thinking of Skull or Popov or something.
Maybe I'm thinking of Pop Off. I was thinking of Pop. You're right. My bad. I was
Skull!
never a vodka guy. I was a
Or, yeah,
bourbon,
Skull.
bourbon guy.
Yeah, because when they were saying, whenever I hear these guys are like drinking expensive booze, I'm like, nah. Yeah. No, Belvedere is a luxury Polish rye
Oh.
vodka, known
Shit.
for its purity, heritage, and elegant branding.
Well, then,
Maybe-
someone's doing well.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Schmuel, I'm going to drop off and moderate, but it was good talking to everybody. And
Hey,
All
good
right.
to meet you, CJ.
Good to
Great
see
to
you,
meet you,
DJ.
CJ.
nice meeting everybody.
Don't talk
See-
so much next time, brother.
CJ,
Yeah, dude.
CJ, let's get you. Let's actually though. We want you on screen, on a a night where I'm yelling less, and
Sure.
So I won't be on CJ. So it was
and
supposed to be next time.
have you on and get to know you. And CJ handles our chat and other cool things. So all right, CJ,
Right.
we'll talk to you soon.
Good night, guys.
Good
Good
night.
night.
See you,
Yeah,
CJ.
good seeing you, man.
Shmuel, you want to watch the newly uploaded Stallion 19 clip of apparently Chad calling into Rocco and explaining what had happened was?
Yeah, if you've got it, I think you should be able to share it. You know, it's hilarious. I went to remove Cigarette Jones, and I actually removed Panhandler by mistake.
That was right. That was the right move. That was the right move. But nobody,
Is that like
nothing was missed. It was fine.
Is that what they used to call a Freudian slip, like when I was a kid? Is that
George
would that be?
Floydian slip, yes.
Yes. So there you go. Yeah, if you've got it, I think you can go ahead and share it.
Sure. Share screen. Okay. It's me sharing.
I got it. It's seen.
I'm gonna off camera 1 second.
Should I spotlight it or?
What up, girl?
It's mostly sound, right?
He's got a karmic mask.
It's just
All right.
okay.
Girl.
Oh, you.
Hey, holla at your boy.
So what happened? Why are you not doing this? I wanted to go up against you and to show the world that Tukey cannot beat the Z-Man.
No. You'll always get better numbers because you're a puppet and people are potheads and they love that. My thing is,
Did you see my cool new mask?
no.
You're watching. Stop it.
I'm not. I swear to God, I'm not.
So what happened?
So I guess Cardiff on a past show, I don't know what show it was, said if we do this debate, he's going to use his super tip system, Melton super tip system, and then Schmuel heard it, so he says I'm going to go on 15 minutes early, and I'm going to simulcast the show and collect super tips. So I caught on to that.
How did he catch on to that?
Well, okay, that's one thing. He saw me inform the MLC audience about that. I also want to say that a pre-show is not a simulcast, right? By definition, something that happened a pre-show happens before the show. A simulcast would be that you're streaming it on your shit, like I did want you to do, Schmuel, but you were not going to do. So there is a little bit of a difference between those two things.
Yeah. Pre-show. Yeah.
That was the whole point because he wanted to do it on his channel, and that was the deal, man. He wanted to do it on his channel, so we're gonna let him do it on his channel, and
Here comes the pre.
right, and literally, he's the first person in entertainment I've ever met that doesn't want any promotion, or maybe he thinks I can't promote. You know?
Maybe.
He's a
Yeah.
virtuoso, this guy. Okay, let's.
Yeah, so I called it off because I don't want anything nefarious.
Well, I mean, any of our shows can get super tips while they're on your show.
He's on a
anyway.
show right now that gets a ton of
True
super
that,
tips.
but what he was going to do is like play them on the
Am
show.
I right?
Well, it would have been
wrong.
like I'm saying, if I'm ever a guest on your show, people can send me super tips and they can play on your show.
Yeah, then I'll cut the stream
Well, that's stupid. Why would you do that?
because that's not the rules. The rules is we go one-on-one for an hour and say whatever you want, debate, ask questions.
First of all, the rules the rules initially when you floated this shit out, Chad, were you will pay any of us $100 for an hour one-on-one on the mic with you. So the rules have changed, and it was not Schmuel that did the rules changing, but I digress.
And that's that. That's the rules.
What are your thoughts on abortion?
Oh God, I'm
Eat
glad
my
we're going down
shit.
this road.
Well, I mean, you're supposed to debate a topic or something.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we had shouted that he was the moderator. He was going to go back and forth with us. And
Oh, who was supposed to be the Oh, Dr. Chow was going to be the moderator?
for this one, yeah.
God
But-
damn, you just find all the celebrities.
I know everybody. But I'm not going to give Melton 10% of my money anymore.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
over. It's
yeah,
a
yeah.
wrap.
Melton. Yeah, it's Melton's fault. Again, this motherfucker would have made how many super chats? Who knows? But the whatever percentage that you would have made, less 10%, it's that 10% that he's worried about. Got it. It makes almost too much sense.
But I mean, didn't
Well-
Dan go back and look at Playboard, and he did almost $1,000 on the show with Dan, like
That's
in
what I'm
Super
saying.
Chat. So I mean, who?
I'm no
Worth
Chad
it.
hater by
Yeah, either
hater
am I,
by
really.
any stretch, but he's on a show right now that probably makes more money than anyone in Super Tips. Talking to Tukey, right?
Yeah.
So Tukey's going to get some super tips from that phone call. So you just gave Melton just as much or more than you would have given him tonight during this debate.
And I'm not sure. I think Tukey gets slightly more viewers than Schmuel, possibly.
Well, yeah, half a dozen one way.
Right? Yeah, 6 of one, half dozen the other type thing. But yeah, no, I see what your point. Like, yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
How many super tips do you think Tukey will make off of just that phone call? Probably more than Schmuel ever would have made tonight off of the debate, whatever the debate is.
It's just
whether
it is
he's
a
not
weird
good.
reason.
Oh, Dr. Chow didn't understand my point. Let's see.
Okay.
How's it so hard to understand, Dr. Chow?
Talk slower for him.
We can't do that.
But how's he going to eat?
I know.
All right.
Yeah, no, he eats quite a bit. He's fine.
All right, I can tell you for a fact Cardiff Electric had nothing to do with Schmuel Buckman coming up with that idea. Like I said, Cardiff doesn't even have a working computer right now. But I'm sure, I mean, it's not hard for someone to just think of the idea to simul stream. I mean, Dan
No.
wanted to do it.
No, Rocco, I
Chow,
heard it on
pause
your,
it.
they said
Chow,
it
that's not
your
what he
show.
said. He didn't say anything about interrupting the debate. He said he didn't want Melton getting 10%.
Yeah.
So, all right, Chow, I got you. I know what you're doing. Sorry.
Of Cardiff saying, I'm going to have everyone super tip Cardiff if he comes on my show. So that's where Schmuel got the idea from.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
This mask scratched Tukey's eye. Look at that. All right, Chad. Where can everyone find you and what you do every day?
DaneCook.com.
The
I
same.
will cut the stream and cancel because I want to control what is asked. Since I won't ever answer anything
There you go.
truthfully. I'm a
How
bitch
much
coward.
How much was that you just got for that?
That was $10 from Chad Boozmock. Damn,
Yeah, that-
Boozmock.
That dude's insane.
He loves you.
No, he's just a psycho from Canada that needs mental help. Like, why is he so invested in my life?
Oh, he's from Canada, eh?
Oh, it was
How do you know he's from Canada?
Yes.
The currency that comes in.
That's fantastic. I think I just got American money.
It's super
Well, actually,
tip
I
you,
don't think Super
Maroon.
Tip tells you. Anyway, all right, Chad. Good to
All right.
have you.
Go
No,
back
just
to
got
talking
$1.
about how Carmex is a retard.
All right, pay Doodle.
You're not
Yeah.
I thought you were
On that-
watching. I thought you were watching.
Are you talking about Carmex?
Of course we were.
Oh, well, I just saw the thumbnail.
Oh, total retard.
Yeah.
Clever, right?
Yeah. Doodle, Doodle's a piece of.
loser.
Oh, O'Connor said you're a pussy loser.
Did he just?
Oh my God, the Tukey impression is getting crazy.
Did he?
He's got no filter, that dude, man.
This guy.
It's pretty good, huh? That's where I want royalties. I want royalties for everyone using my impressions. Everyone else makes more money on my voice than I do. You.
By the way, anybody sending super chats right now to you, you're ruining my night. It's like I'm so up by this.
Oh no! Don't ruin Chad's night.
Stop sending these super tips because I'm fucked up over it. You don't understand. Like it gets in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
I can't believe this cock-sucking mask ruined the eye on my puppet.
Ask him why he got friend banned from every Hairy Buffalo in 2012.
Why'd you get friend banned from every Hairy Buffalo in 2012?
Is that another Melton lie?
What's Hairy Buffalo? Is that a comedy club?
No, they're it's like a restaurant bar chain that I'm friends with the owner. Well, I was until it became a thing.
Oh,
It's always somebody else's
What
fault,
happened?
Chad.
Yeah, I hear the proprietor was a Melton ball washer. So.
Yeah.
You super tips at the bar.
There's no story. It's just
You're laughing like there is. You said it became a thing. What became a thing?
The owner of the Hairy Buffalo, he's like Google him and OJ can Bobby George.
Google
it. Bobby George,
Tommy
the owner of the
Jordan?
Hairy Buffalo, pled guilty to a felony. So I was like, ugh.
What was the felony?
I think he tried to like kill a woman or kidnap her or
That's
something.
fantastic. Oh, did he have Ray trying to help him?
Yeah, it was on I-80.
So what was the problem you had with him?
No, I'm just saying, like, I don't have a problem with him. I was always cool with him, obviously. And then all of a sudden this happened. I'm like,
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I just realized Karma could use the horns on Felicia's cooter. Look at that thing. It's all ribbed and curvy. It's fantastic. All right,
Mess
Chad,
with the
thank you very
master,
much for the
getting the
update. We're
horns
sorry
and
we
this, that,
could. We
and
were
the
all
other
very
things.
excited to see the debates. But I guess
Yeah.
we'll have to
I
wait.
agree.
Are we done with Schmuel now? Is he off the debate calendar?
Moving forward with Cardiff and everybody, like, nothing crazy. 1 hour with me. I'll split the profits. I don't give a shit. But don't try anything crazy.
Oh, that's
Right.
bullshit.
Ralph,
Don't split
you wanna
the
say
profits.
anything?
It's like
Bullshit.
the X Games up in this. That's like the X Games version of debating, dude. You don't want anybody to get hurt. I mean, my thing is when people are debating, just as long as nobody gets hurt out there, you know?
Yeah, I just want
Everybody-
both teams to have fun.
Yeah, I just want them both to have fun, you know?
Yeah,
You
see,
get a snow cone after the game, win or lose.
look, I just wanted to credit Chad for not having had a criminal offense since 2023. It's a good 2 years, So,
It's frustrating to me. Like, again, and Chad and I have had our differences. Who haven't I had my differences with? So I guess that doesn't really narrow it down. But like, I felt there was like some sort of opportunity with the Clearwater Chad, and in the Zumox show, like morning show, but he didn't want to do that because he had like at least for a month or two. Because I can't watch Steel Toe anymore. I can't even watch people clip Steel Toe anymore. And there really is nothing on the morning. Carmack said he was going to do a morning show, and that lasted about 2 mornings. So there might have been at least a couple of months that they could have done something, and that didn't work out. And the show last week or the week before with Dan got like 300 or close to 300 views. He made the decent money. So he just like he has these opportunities that could be something. I'm not saying it'd be huge, but then he just like fucks it up. Like who's going to go on the show next? Who's going to believe the show's going to happen? Like it's just I don't know, man.
I want to go on and just agree with him the whole time and tell him how good he is and stuff.
It's a good strategy.
Would that be following the rules?
I'm going to super
Oh,
tip the
yeah.
shit out of you.
Oh yeah.
Why you're doing it?
I got to get $100 for it though.
Wait, what?
that would be he would have made good money tonight, and I wasn't in this for the money, but he never this wasn't about this was. I think he thought, he wanted to do it because he thought he was going to make money, and then he realized that he would make money, but he'd also have to face some tough questions, and that was more important to him.
But this is
Give me a couple of those tough questions before I go.
Well, I wanted to ask the question when he said that Melton Melton was the person that got people to hate him, I wanted to ask him how that happened. Why does he say that? Because literally everybody that these guys have gone after who've responded correctly have actually done better after having Melton or another person troll them. Like, wouldn't you love if you were a streamer? Wouldn't you love Melton being the guy to come after you? And Melton's a good guy. Like, you could eventually talk to him.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, but this, like Steel Toe. The reason why Steel Toe he got himself in so much trouble, for lack of a better way to describe it, is because instead of laughing it off, he tried to get serious and was going to answer it. He was going to handle it. And you have to be able to laugh at yourself. And that's the thing with Chad, is he can't laugh at himself. When the stuff came up about, there were a lot of people sending me questions. You have to ask about the bicycle, the stolen bicycle that was apparently never stolen.
I didn't know you wanted it back, homie.
Yeah, and but then, and it's like, and people are going to get serial numbers and shit like that. I wanted to ask him about that stuff,
Oh,
right?
okay.
And I was willing to cut him a break. The stalking charge that he has, and the breaking in.
Yeah, what's a little stalking amongst friends?
He was 24 at the time, right? And he's 50 now.
If you haven't stalked somebody by the time you're 24, you haven't lived.
I wouldn't have held that against him so much, but what I really wanted to ask him was, when he tells stories like, oh, the reason why I broke into that person's house was because I thought it was the wrong house.
No, but that's not what he said, though. Like, that was the one excuse or explanation that almost made sense, that they were in college at the time, and if you went to college and you had neighbors, nobody's doors was ever locked. You'd go back and forth across the hall. And he was saying he went across the hall to his neighbors, and they had a guest there, and they didn't know Chad. Like, I'm not saying it's 100% true, but it is kind of, I could see that happening, right? And
It's a good explanation.
Yeah, at least it's a good explanation, right? It's somewhat believable. Right. Of all of, like, the lies and shit. Like, I wouldn't beat up on him too much for that one. And I think the charges were dropped, so,
Well, I would say, I don't think I'm looking at the charges being dropped, but that's also the same person that you were not supposed to be in contact with. So it just seems a little odd to me that it would be, oh, everybody just left their doors open. And was Chad in college when he was 24?
I could be story fucked up. I have no idea. I mean,
a lot of people go to college.
Liam's
for
50
years.
and he's still in fucking college, so it's possible. That fat idiot. So
right. And I'm sure Liam is living in the dorm and, accidentally walking across the hall and going into the wrong room.
He's walking across the hall. Who are you kidding? Is there a bag of Doritos across the hall?
Yeah, many people call him Ham Wilder.
Liam is our next Bert Kreischer.
The overweight Steve Zissou one got me today, wearing that orange beanie. That was funny, man. Who said that?
I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, I don't know. There were so many super chats that KB killed it today.
Yeah.
So it was September 10th of 1993, violating temporary protective order or anti-stalking protection order.
So he was under 20 at that point, though. I mean, I'm not saying that's right, but because Chad and I are about the same age. So he was 18, 19 or so. I think Chad's maybe a year older than that, right? He'll be 51 in December, 52.
All right.
So
see, you should have done the debate with Chad because you could have defended him on all these things.
I'm not I mean, I do think he fucked up by not doing it. I mean, I told him I think he fucked up by not doing the show with you. And the funny thing is, as much as I like to shit on you, like, you're the one guy that's not going to really pull a fast one or troll him or do anything with Cardiff. Like, you're the one kind of trustable guy in this world. I feel like I don't trust any of you fucks. but I trust
Yeah.
you more than most. So,
And
yeah.
and I'm going to guess that, that violating the restraining order happened on September 10th of 1993, and I'm going to guess the one that happened on July 19th of 2003 was also an accident. There's no pattern here
He's
of
50.
of any of these things. November 2020, felony theft, forgery, and fraud.
That was the credit card, right? That was the felony.
I'm going to assume that it was, but what happened is they must have charged him for like each credit card.
Yeah, like they did with Trump. They gave him, the 37
That was
violations
during
for one
COVID,
thing.
though. They should just take all those broken laws and just
Yeah,
wipe the slate clean.
he was trying to get money to march for BLM. Give him a break.
Yeah, people were breaking all kinds of laws back then.
They were setting cities on fire.
Yeah.
Chad steals a few credit cards. Give him
What's a
guy
few
break.
credit cards here and there, man?
My favorite part of that story is that he used one of the credit cards at like a Chili's or something, and he tipped the waitress like 8% using a stolen credit card.
He was responsible. He was responsible with those credit cards.
He was,
That compound interest is no joke.
The name on the card said Deshaun Jackson.
Dude, I happen to be looking at this thing. He stole a lot of credit cards that day. Because there's like, I don't know, 8 or 9 or more charges on here. And then in, October of 2020, so there was, in September of 2020, there was, felony theft, forgery, and fraud. And then in October 25, there was fraudulent use of personal ID.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So he's a good egg.
But
And
is this what you were going to do?
Nobody's perfect.
Were you
No,
gonna do
none
this
of
on the
these
debate
things.
show?
I was not
Were you
bringing
gonna
up.
go through his jacket.
I was not going to bring up any of these things. As a matter of fact,
Calm down, Sipowicz.
I wanted to know, like, why does he blame everybody else
I didn't know I was
For-
coming on Columbo.
for his failing career? Well, I mean, look, it's ChadZumacComedy.com. It's right up there. So, and we did open with a Chad mugshot, so it's only appropriate.
It's on
But-
brand.
That should smooth things over.
And I was also going to defend him for the recent, he got the opener kicked off the show. Do you know about this? That he had Jim
Yeah,
Florentine?
Florentine said that wasn't true.
Okay. Well, the deal is that that came from the guy, from the opener.
The opener. Oh,
Right. But the opener has been described to me as more of a piece of shit than Chad.
Yeah, it sounds like the opener
And-
jealous of Kmart Ready.
And that he does this stuff. He's constantly in problems with people, and he likes to overtalk his career. He's more
Who
of
is
a.
it? Let's debate him. Let's get him on.
Yeah, the guy's name is Joe, and I'll let you figure out the rest of it. But
All right.
I'm just gonna go with Joe List.
Joe Matarese.
Just a stick.
No, it's
Joe Matarese.
it's not a Joe. It's not a Joe that we've heard of. He's a local comedian, and it was funny because that when that came out, another Cleveland comedian, not Ray DeVito,
Ah,
I almost wish it was, called me, and I was really surprised because he doesn't like Chad either, and he goes, "I hate to do this, but I have to defend Chad for a change. That guy's a real piece of shit, And he says stuff like that all the time, and my guy said that.
do this. I'm Joe Matarese. That
Yeah.
guy's a real piece of shit.
Hey, I'm Joe Matarese. Welcome to Italian Comedy Night.
Yeah, it's Italian night at the comedy club.
That,
Yeah.
that Joe Matarese brief arc on MLC was absolutely horrible.
Yeah, it was, man. It was great.
God almighty.
He was
I
always.
wish he
had
would
a
have done a
hard
show with
time.
Ray though. KB was right as usual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should have done a show together. It would have been such a fucking disaster. It would have been perfect.
I mean, they could have. Joe's a pain in the ass though, with a lot of stuff. Like, he's so lucky that his wife has money,
I haven't heard that.
and yeah, she's like a psychologist or psychiatrist or
Yeah,
something like
she get him
that.
on medication. Medication.
And yeah, and well, that's what everybody says, right? Is that he got on medication, and whatever it was that made him funny, it got taken
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
But there's also, like, women will tend to laugh at a younger, attractive guy more, than the older, even funnier. But what is it, like Matt Rife or something?
Hilarious.
Yes,
So good.
TikTok comedian Matt Rife. And by the way, I
That-
want the audience to know, if you're not already up on this, Matt Rife used the Facetune app on his dick pics. That's right. Matt Rife's piece, for however handsome, even though I think he looks like the handsome Squidward meme.
He does.
For however handsome you may think he is, this guy needs to use movie magic on his piece. But I digress.
I don't know what that is, but if you could send me a DM how to do that, Ranger, after the show, that would be fantastic.
I got you in private chat.
Thanks, buddy.
Is that what they mean by an aggressive dick pic? I'm like, is there any other kind?
You're right.
My favorite dick story of late was Ashley Cummings talking about dating the guy and liking him, and then they finally go to do something, and he had, like, the world's smallest penis. it was like micro
Deal breaker?
penis.
Deal breaker.
I had to ask my therapist if it was okay for me to break up with the guy because of the micro penis. And I'm making half of that up, but the micro penis is the great story.
I guess you could call that a dick. Did you hear what I said, T?
Little Paulie.
I have to
Those
introduce you to
walnuts.
my chiropractor. He's the Jonah Salk of fucking backs. That's one of my favorite. Jonah Salk of fucking backs. You hear what I said, T?
He was so annoying. It was great.
I know. I would have, if I knew how, I would have pulled the clip of Pesci with the stuttering, muttering prick. That was because that's what came to mind when Chad canceled on me.
But you guys never
yeah.
spoke on the phone. This was all through DMs or text?
No,
Did you actually speak on the phone?
I don't have his phone number, and I didn't ask for it. But he said he changed it anyway. He said I changed my phone number. He didn't give it to me. He just said he changed his phone number. I sent him my contact info. So I imagine late tonight when the bottle of Belvedere hits, my phone will ring, and there'll be a message. There'll be a message from Chad.
Answer it and go live real fast.
Yeah, but and I
have
wanted
the super tips queued up just to start releasing them as soon as he calls.
Yeah, that went over well the other night.
Yeah, we need your super tip. Can I have your super tip account number, sir? And I was going to ask him, why did he not have? What was the problem with super tips, right? Where did that go? Because he came on and he really got a lot of help from Melton to get that super tip thing up and running. He got more voices than anyone. And then a week later, he's complaining about Melton and Melton breaking into his computer and just inane bullshit. So what prompted that? Is
I
it
don't even think it
Never
lasted a week. It was like,
It was like a week. It was because, again, remember, he was demonetized on YouTube. It was going to be 60 days in the desert, if you will, as it were. Cut to a fucking week later, and on MLC you can see him queuing up this response. God, again, KB was talking. Guys, guess what? My monetization is back. Yeah, that was a complete work. And never forget, This motherfucker, Chad Zumach, quote, "Super tips saved my life." And also the
Did he
fact
say
that,
that?
yes, that is a verbatim quote.
Oof.
And talking about, okay, Melton hacking into his computer. Bro, you were too slow to figure out how to use super tips, something that you, Schmuel, figured out, right? So again, he was so desperate, he let his arch nemesis into his fucking computer because he needed the money that bad. He needed the money.
Needed that money.
So,
And
I didn't know he said that.
yep.
yeah, and even Mersh, right, who's never gotten along with Patrick very well, got on Super Tips and says good things about their relationship with Super Tips. And if you know Melton, like one of the things about Melton is he really can differentiate between a business relationship and a personal relationship. In that regard. Although I do think the funniest thing Melton ever did was when Karmic complained that he didn't want all these Dabbleverse voices on his super tip. Melton helped him out and took them off.
That tub of shit. Fuck you, Melton. You fuck.
But they helped me out when
Tub of
before
goo.
I was monetized, I got set up on Super Tip. Now, I didn't ask for a lot of help, and I didn't really do much with it, but got it and didn't turn it down. Unlike a Rob Saul, who's now going. He even gave the piece of shit Schmuel Buckman Super Tip, and he won't give it to me. Well, because when it was offered to you in the beginning, you thought you were too good for it. You know.
Hey, I think Chad's in your chat.
Yeah, Chad, jump
Oh,
on.
is he?
Yeah.
Can we send him a link?
See if he'll come on.
Which one is Chad?
He can replace me.
Sit down, Zumach.
I
I don't know
see
if it's
it.
I don't know if it's really him, but
Probably not him.
Who ID what? I'm just reading the criminal record posted, so there you go, Chad.
by the way, I thought you guys, like when you told Ranger to check the private chat before, I thought you guys decided to drop off at once, so I'd freak out and lock up by myself. And that's what I did. I had an internet problem, but I was like, you motherfuckers, you should have heard me cursing you guys, because I thought that's exactly what
You're a very suspicious man.
yeah, I should be. Yeah, I'm very
You just
paranoid.
no, but you're just suspicious. It's like the night I forgot to send you the link. You're like, it's a power play.
That's because he's
like
always
I could
fucking
power
with
play
people,
anybody.
So he's got to be on his toes,
I never fuck with anybody, W.
Hey, Chad, if this is you, do you want me to send you a link?
Yeah, Chad, come on, man.
Should I send it
Chad.
anyway, just for shits and giggles?
You'll see who it is. Yeah. And
Let's see if
I'll definitely hop off and let you guys fucking go at it, man. Let W and Ranger handle it.
the thing was I never wanted to go at it with him. I mean, that's the
just
whole
have the
that's
talk,
the whole
whatever.
point. Like, I'm not that guy. I'm not the guy to go at people.
You yelled at me for like 5 minutes earlier.
Chad Schmuel told me that he just wanted to become your best friend like Dan did last time.
We could really get along. Next time
Yeah.
I'm in Tampa, we
Yeah,
could
get it
hang
all-
out.
Get it all squashed.
No, I actually, to tell you the truth, I think I wanted to do with Chad what I wanted to do with Final Boss, which is be a man, right? Like, admit your mistakes, and you don't have to lie. And the more you lie, the more you get yourself in trouble. And the more of these stories he tells, and the more he blames other people, the more he looks like a loser. Because nobody believes them. Because we know the other people involved. Right? See, if you have interactions with other people and you say something about somebody, a lot of times your first reaction is, well, that's not the way I know that person. That's not the way they do things. Right? And so he just makes up everything. And it's like the girlfriend thing, right? Telling the story about the girlfriend, and then within a week they're sleeping in separate bedrooms.
You've never had that happen?
And that what says to me is they're roommates. Oh, I've slept in separate bedrooms, but not after a week. You know, I mean, you're fucking. You're like you can't get enough. It's like you gotta break that bed in. But it's it's the same. It's just crap. So I don't know.
Shmuel, I've got a DM here that asked me not to reveal their name, and this is not me breaking balls, but I think you should address. It really isn't. I hate that I have to qualify that, but ask Buckman if he DM'd fans and chatters, instructing them to super chat and super tip on his channel instead of Chad's prior to the debate. Now, I don't believe you did that.
You
I'm
must
just
be.
asking the
Yeah,
question.
what
I
do you
know
do?
who. I think I know
It's gonna be Chow, because Chow is putting that in the.
I didn't see him doing it.
He
on
was
chat.
putting it in the chat all night.
Yeah.
No, the answer is no.
And I believe you 100%.
And if anybody can find it, see, this is like the thing. If I was tweeting 20 or 30 fans telling him to do that, that one of those DMs would be up on Twitter.
100%. 100%. I agree. I don't think you did that, actually.
I would have gotten I would have gotten that DM. I bet
You would have. But nobody did.
Ranger would have for sure. Ranger would have.
And Chow is like, but this is the thing with Chow. This is why I didn't want Chow as a moderator, because these are the games that he plays. It's like
he gets a little cute, doesn't he?
I think Chow is honest.
I don't know. He needs to grow up.
Angry Shmuel is my new favorite Shmuel.
No, but he's another one. It's like I went on Mir and Chow's show, right? Totally expecting to be trolled, and I knew that I wasn't going to do that. Wasn't going to let it happen, and it didn't happen. But as I'm sitting there and watching the show, there you go. Thank you, NJ Ranger, for the $2. There's a super chat you honored for me, boss man. I was like, Chow has actually got some talent at this. Like, he could do this. Mir to me is he's a guy who just likes to drink, and he's going to get drunk and be stupid. And it's like, it blows me away to watch guys just piss away. It's like, I don't know. They have talent or they have something that they could do, but yet they choose not to do it. But they choose to spend that time on something stupid. I mean, what do you get out of that? Like, where does that take you in life? And,
yeah, sometimes I wonder what he gets out of it, what he gets out of doing this shit. But hey, he gets something from it. Apparently, he never stops. Can't stop chowing.
You guys got J Mo. I hope you're all happy.
J Mo's pretty cool, actually.
Mm-hmm. Now you're chowing me, you fuck.
No, J Mo
bastard.
J Mo was on.
I'm on to you, W.
Come on, Tommy Jordan, though, man.
Oh, don't get me fucking started. Hating. Don't get me started.
Stop hating.
Hey, it's me, Tommy Jordan.
Yeah.
Oh, it's terrible.
He's deferring from the question to make it about me. Frankly, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Chow, because I'm not deferring from anything. And I'll go with Chad Buzamok. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dub.
He answered the question.
Yeah. And I expressed an opinion.
Look, I'm not getting caught up in Chow's bullshit.
What the fuck is a point in a moderator in a debate with Chad. Chad is making it so it's already all controlled by him, and what will be asked, none of this matters unless it's potato pussy boy. Yeah, and EFS. I don't think Schmuel's tweet even said anything about a simulcast. It did not. My tweet said that I was doing a pre-show and then hopping over to Chad's channel at 8, and Dave and Siggy Jones were going to hold down the fort over here. That was my tweet. And Chad's link was in the tweet. I put both of our links in there.
So Cigarette Jones and someone were going to be live on Schmuel while you were live on Chad?
Yeah, they were going to just keep it going.
So they were going to snipe Chad's channel on your channel, though, right?
The unveiling of Spicy Schmuel tonight is going to capture some of that Karmic's audience.
Yeah, it's gonna be the one fucking thing Doom clips of me is me getting yelled at. That's what's gonna happen. So I'll wait for that
like,
5 fucking minutes.
Well, you deserve it. You know?
You really hurt my feelings.
I mean, well, I've been hurt enough by yours, but
No, it was months of frustration. I'm so proud of you.
I'm trying to with Lady KB
I
and
got mad at him before, Schmuel. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, W really got pissed at me, man. But he kept it private to the private chats. But the worst part was I thought he was joking for about 5 minutes, so I kept it going, and I think it just pissed him off even more.
I got what do you call it? I was just so frustrated by this whole thing,
Yeah,
that
never guessed.
you got me at the wrong time, because I put a lot of time and stuff into this, and he fucking backed out, and why Chow felt the need to get involved in this.
I really
also,
don't think Chow did. I think somebody said it that Chow was. I don't think Chow first said he was going to moderate.
You know what?
I don't think he did.
Chow just made me realize what he's saying, and it is a decent point though, Schmuel, to be live sniping that while you're live. For Chad to be upset with that. Just to be fair, like if you're live sniping it, but
yeah, I didn't
again,
know, but we look, we hadn't made a decision about what we were going to do, but
yeah,
I do know of at least 3 or 4 other channels that were going to snipe it. It was a snipeable show. It was going to be sniped
Yeah, even the
everywhere.
stupid Muppet said he was going to do it. Like he was pissed that it didn't, or disappointed it didn't go on because that was one less thing that for him to grift his
Right.
stupid audience around.
So
I think we were going to try, but I don't know how to do that yet.
but and the other part of this is my deal is, Chad, you got my phone number, right? You got DMs. You got a million ways to get in touch with me. If you'd wanted to do this, you just get in fucking touch with me.
The problem
Be
is
a
it all became
goddamn
like
man.
it all became a public blow up, and then it kind of just becomes that's it. And after that, there's no reconciling.
My big thing here is I try to get to face people, go face to face. I don't like this bullshit back and forth. But some people you can't go face to face with. Chow will never come on. I've asked him dozens of times.
It sounds like a challenge.
He won't come on. Then he interjects himself in this thing. It was Chow. The message that I got that Chow was moderating came from one Chad Zumach, and said because Chow is a fan of the both of ours. So Chow is interjecting himself in this thing. And, it's like everybody wants to glom on to something, And look, I don't blame him.
All Chow's fault is the best part of the night. That's what this is going to end up. My determination. Chow, you fucked it again.
That's all well and good, Schmuel, but realistically, we all know that Chad will find any and all reasons to wriggle out his way out of anything. So why even take the risk of the whole pre-show thing?
Yeah, that's true.
So it doesn't matter then, right? Pre-show or no, he was going to wriggle out of it. So what difference does it make? He was going to use any excuse that he could.
I guess if you really wanted to do the debate, you just have to remove each one of those potential excuses from the, you know what I mean? And it's probably hard to know what that is all the time, but
I disagree, more because it's a show. It's supposed to draw viewers.
that's
The
true.
more viewers, the better. If we do a pre-show over here, it's like a fight, right? This is why they do the weigh-in. This is why the guy walks to the ring the way he walks to the ring. I mean,
Fuck yeah.
you can't, trying to fault me for wanting to promote something to get viewers, to get eyeballs. I'm sorry, man, but not apologizing for that.
But rarely is the fighter on the undercard also in the main event, Schmuel. You know what I'm saying? Just letting you know.
And what you
'Cause
lost me.
You were going to do. So my understanding, you were going to be on the show with Cigarette Jones and Dave in your pre-show. Then you were going to hop on, right? Then you were gonna leave Cigarette Jones and Sarah alone on your channel, and then go to the main event to Chad's channel, right?
Yes. And then I was going to come back and do a wrap up.
I'm just kind of agreeing with W that there is some validity to what Chad was concerned about if Dave and CJ were going to be on your channel live. I mean, I don't agree with it at all because I don't think they would have been killing it in the super tips. No offense to either one of them, while you were on Chad's channel, but it's a weak point, but it is a point. That's all
I'm not necessarily agreeing with it either. I'm just saying, if you know, like Chris Mack said, if you know he's going to find a reason not to do it, remove those reasons. Yeah. Just because
it doesn't. But my point is, it doesn't matter because if I had removed that reason, there would have been another reason, and if I had removed that reason, there would have been another reason. Let's put it together here. The reality is, Chad did not want to debate, and he was coming out of it. The whole sending me that Chow was going to moderate was he knows how I feel about Chow. I'm sure he knows that I know that Chow was a troll. He knows that I know that they did a show together for a couple of years. He wanted me to back out, or he wanted me to argue with him. Right? I didn't, because guess what? I want to debate. Right?
Would have been like that ABC Trump and Biden debate, man. Trump and Kamala debate.
I mean, look, he could have kicked my ass. This is the whole, like, he's so fucking stupid. He could have completely kicked my ass because I'm supposedly cocky and smug and a whole bunch of other things. He could have put me in my place.
You're old too.
Right?
Don't forget.
And I'm old.
Yeah.
But he could have put me in my place, and he could have walked away the victor. Right?
Right.
And now it's like he walks away as a pussy. Like he came up with excuses. And I'm sorry, but I'm not going to sit here though and try to justify why he backed up. He backed up because you did this, or he backed up because you did that. If you had a problem with it, he should have said something about it, right? And he didn't hear it from me, so he didn't know what was going on.
Right.
So it's like people, because I know it would be shocking, but people do put things in super chats that are not necessarily true.
Yeah. Who would do that?
Why would you spend money just
to
tell a fib? A great big
disgusting, disgusting behavior. You animal.
See,
I don't go for it.
But listening to Chad, I now understand what I understand what he was thinking. And if he had talked to me, it would never have happened. What he was thinking was, I was simulcasting. And what was going to happen were the super chats were going to appear on my screen, which meant they were going to appear on his show. And that was exactly what I was avoiding by doing what I was doing, which was I was leaving EvMux completely, leaving my stream completely, and only going to be broadcasting on his stream so he would have total control over it.
The flip side to this whole coin thing is that we've talked about Chad for 2 hours. I'm sure other shows talked about Chad. They'll talk about it the rest of the week, and Chad didn't have to do anything except not show up. So maybe he's crazy like a fox. I got to re-examine my whole evaluation of Chad Zuma. You know, this will be a topic the next few days.
Yeah, but does it benefit him though?
Not in the long run. I don't think in the long run it does. No, because who's going to want to do the show again?
But you're like a 20. That's my thing. Is it's like, what did they used to say about Ray? Right? If there's a fork in the road, he always picks the wrong one. And that's Chad. Like, this idea to do these debates was Chad's idea. Right? It wasn't anybody else. And if he was so afraid of Karmic, he should never have done that anyway. Because
that boy could fall into a bucket of titties and come out sucking his thumb.
Yeah, yeah, and that's the way it is. And this going after like Lady KB that he's been doing. I see Lady KB in the chat, and he certainly would have wound up the night with more money than he started with. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I anyway, I don't get the guy. I wish I did, and but he just he's a pussy. And he's going to make his, whatever he makes from Kevin whenever Kevin decides to pay him. And that's where he's going to be locked in at because he's not making any money on his streams. You
Is he
know?
not?
No. And then by the time he finishes paying, the 30% for super chats and then his expenses for StreamYard and all that other stuff, he's probably breaking even,
Yeah.
I also wanted to ask him why did he called I don't know if you guys heard this, but he called Tukey, or I think he actually sent Tukey copies of bank statements to prove that he has money. You know? Yeah, I mean it's like why this is what I don't understand is why are you so desperate for respect? Because that's what this seems to be about. Is it's like Chad would be happy to be living in a shed, shitting in a cooler, as long as people thought he was a respected comedian. You know?
I don't know if those two things can go together.
I mean,
I've got to take off though. It was fun hanging out.
No
with you
problem.
guys.
And we're gonna get wrapping up pretty
take it
soon.
Team
Later,
Pop the
guys.
Kill,
Bye,
W.
Hannah.
Team Pop the Kill, buddy.
This is actually Chris Mack has said this before, and this is actually pretty funny. Last year, until like last year, Chad thought the 30% that YouTube takes was them withholding taxes for him. That's got to be. That's an eye opener. And I'm guessing it gets treated as self-employed income, right?
Yeah, you have to report it yourself. That's why TP is like, yeah.
But if it comes in on a 1099, right, and you are a comedian, then you not only have to pay taxes on it, but you've also got to pay the 15.3% Social Security tax as well. So you're starting at like 30% taxes.
That's why you don't pay your income tax, fellas. It's a whole different conversation.
Tell us about it, Cabby. We'll come visit you. In any event, I think I'm going to wrap it up, and I apologize that I was going on so much. MJ,
you should send Lady KB the link. Actually, wait, what? Who said that?
If I'm happy to, I'll send it to her right now. Let's see if she'd like to come on.
Sorry, I'm going to keep you up a little bit, but
no, I don't mind. I never mind getting told to send the link when it's somebody I actually want to send the link to.
Didn't I say that like an hour ago and got yelled at?
She's that's my charm. She's in bed, so it's okay.
So what did she say? No or
no? Did
she say no or no? Already? No. She said no. Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah. I didn't. It's interesting. I did not think about it, and I apologize, Lady KB. And the deal is, Dirty Deeds. I got a message from Buckman, but he was asking for my nudes again. Yes, Dirty Deeds. All right. So Lady KB is out. I don't think there's any. I did send the link to Chad. Chad did not take it. And several other people have the link. And, so Chad will not be the only one mad at me. What do you call it this week? Mumbly Nick is mad at me, but I have no idea why. Let's see who else.
Why is Nick mad at you?
I have no idea. He was like, "Stop sending me your emergency break the glass links." I was like, "Oh, okay." And then today, out of the blue, he put up a Jake thing, and it was like, "Buckman shit on me when I said this." the Pulper, you heard the Pulper John DiCaprio win by 2 thing. Um, I, Jake was asking Pulper for money several months ago, and Nick did a stream about it, like sort of yelling at Jake, and I Nick misunderstood, I think, what I was saying, but which is it's Jake. That's what Jake does. You know, like why would you waste your time? But do you guys have any like thoughts on that? The 7,000, 2,000.
No, I mean I don't. I mean I think Pulper, sounds like he is sick and is somebody who's familiar with that kind of thing. But I do have some empathy for him. But it also sounds like he was playing some games. If he was sending people different money and doing some sort of trust test and this, that, the other thing, saying different amounts. Like, I mean, he always was kind of a prankster and kind of a troll. So who the fuck knows? I mean, I really don't think John took $7,000. Did he drop the ball? It definitely sounds like it, even if he took 2,400 or 2,100. But we all know how, and I think Patrick covered this the other day, how much it takes to plan an event, even a simple event. So to wait till the last minute to do something in Vegas and one of the major hotels on the Strip is insanity. But I don't think it was nefarious. I just think it was too big for John, and he's just gotta own that he fucked up.
I did get a chuckle that Pulper had wanted to do this thing the 7th, 8th, and 9th, I think, of October, or the 8th, 9th, and 10th of October. And John was like, and I called him on the 9th and told him this wasn't going to happen, the 9th of October. And I'm like, oh, it's kind of like 2 days into the show. And the other part of like, well, I didn't really talk to him all of August. I mean, I got things to do. So I don't know. It was one of the worst explanations I've ever seen. I didn't think anything of it until after I saw his explanation, and then I was like, "Oh man, maybe he did take the money."
It doesn't seem like he did himself any favors on that stream, his response stream. Did you see it, Ranger?
Yes, I did. But at the same time, I mean, I agree with your points, Panhandler. At the same time, for Melton to be making a big deal out of this, first of all, having his ex-girlfriend, wife, whatever the fuck, who, again, is not an unbiased reporter, she doesn't have all her facts straight, whatever, you're going to shit on Winby for this. But Melton, you live in Vegas. Dave's narrow ass drove out there to hang out with Pulper. Like, again, if you thought that this was if it's such a big shame that John fucked up the party, you could have self drove the Tesla over there and hung out with this dude. But in fact, I remember a members only show of his where he was clowning on Pulper for being a weird kind of out there dude, and he has this weird video where he's playing with dolls trying to get E-Rock out there. So yeah, it kind of falls flat when you hear the cutting up and then you hear the moral outrage at the end.
Yeah, I you go ahead, Panhandler.
No, I wasn't going to say that. I wasn't going to say anything. I mean, like I said, I just think I didn't have many interactions when Pulper was still pretty active. He was kind of the guy with B Smiley and would send the 99 super chats, like all 3 in a row. I forgot who the third one was. But, he seemed to me like, just a troll, just having fun, just being silly or whatever. And I've had a little experience with Ga years and years ago. But then when she allegedly moved out to Hawaii or wherever the fuck he lives, and supposedly got married or common law marriage, and she dropped off the grid, I have no idea what's going on. But I agree with NJ to have your ex or your Commonwealth wife that's not with you when you're supposedly on your last legs saying this shit on the show that you haven't been on in years. It is kind of the whole thing is fucking weird. The whole thing is very strange, but it's the Dabbleverse, so why would I be surprised?
Yeah, I didn't think that was strange. Because from what I understand, I mean, he's got like end stage liver disease, and he's got a lot of problems, and it just seemed to me to be like, well, he's coming to the end, and somebody started looking at stuff that they hadn't looked at before, and noticed like these amounts of money were going places for things. Um, and and that's how it came up. But I agree on the moral outrage because the Dabbleverse loves to act with moral outrage, and we could sort of be some of the least moral people on, on the planet. Crumbum, Pulper 80 is a good dude. Yeah, I don't. I saw the Rumble video with the E-Rock thing, and I just felt bad for the guy. You know, um, it's it it's sad. It's like addiction and money are just the two worst things to go together. But yeah, I am interested in finding out what happened to money, because I mean this is also the same guy that was going to put on the event at the Tennessee Beer Hall, right? And nothing happened there.
I don't think that that's on him. I know that this motherfucker had audio visual equipment on deck for that. That again, if we listen to chat, it was the Melton and Carl trolls that did it. Somebody said that they were going to bring a gun there. So who you believe on that, I don't know. I don't necessarily attribute that to Winby, but he was involved in that.
Yeah, and it just seems to me like being involved in two events and neither one of them coming off. Um, the, the gun story, the other stuff. I mean, that was Chad's thing. So I don't know how much I believe it.
But you know how Patrick's fans are. I mean, I'm willing to bet that somebody called and was fucking with the Tennessee Beer Hall. And I'm not saying anyone threatened a gun or threatened any violence, but the owner was just like, "Fuck this. We just renovated. We're gonna reopen. I don't need this nonsense for whatever little money it's gonna bring in for one night with these yahoos. Fuck it," and canceled it. But at the same time, I think there's probably some uh, degree of fault with John and Chad that they probably last minute Larried the fucking thing, and it was just a clusterfuck from beginning to end.
Yeah.
No. The thing is that Chad could have easily put all this shit to bed if he had so many emails from the owners. Show
Sure.
one email.
Yeah,
That's
you're right.
all I'm asking
Okay,
for.
fair. That's fair.
And that's kind of I thought with the other night when I was watching the Winby thing, was like, I have all this stuff, but I'm not going to show any of it to you. And so that's what made me feel like it was kind of shady. And the apology also went on too long and wound up blaming all these other people. It felt very Chad Zumakish. You know, my opinion about the Tennessee Beer Hall thing is it was the night before the Super Bowl. They had just reopened, like that was their inaugural weekend of reopening and whatnot. Um, I'm going to bet that there was a lot of dropping the ball, and probably didn't get prepared in time, and then just thought it was going to be all okay. And then when they went to actually check, it wasn't. Like, we don't need you here. We don't want you here. But I, you know, also the Tennessee Beer Hall is in such a shitty location. And if you'd been to year one, I don't know that you wanted to go back to year two.
Yeah, I for one was excited to see the methadone clinic next to it, but it's just me.
And the other thing that they did is they put a big stone barrier so you can't use the parking lot across the street. And there's like no parking on the street. Because I went and took pictures of it, and I was like, oh shit, because that was the only thing that was, to me, was the best part. It was like, oh, I only have to walk across the street to the parking lot. I'm not going to have to like travel down Atlantic City.
Brave Atlantic City after dark.
Now there was a pregnant hooker in a rainbow
kind.
dress there the day that I was. It was like a Friday afternoon, the day that I was taking the pictures.
Now that's
And
the
I
kind
was
of
like,
marketing the event needed.
I was like, oh man, this is this is a rough neighborhood. But at least the methadone clinic didn't this year. I don't know what it looked like last first time. It doesn't look like a methadone clinic.
Okay, good.
You know, it's not like the ones that I remember when they had them in Queens, where the junkies would all be like sitting outside waiting. This was nice, and it was called like a community thing. So actually, it was the nicest building on the block. But there you go. That's all. That's all that government money.
On that note,
I think we're done, and I apologize if I was a little too chatty tonight. And I'd love to be Sarah and be all coked up, but unfortunately, it's not. Now I'm gonna have to go walk my dog to try to calm down a little bit. And thank you to the chat and Lady K, Lady KB. Thank you for being here so much, and thank you for sticking around. Yeah, I read this was somebody today. Is that Brian Landon is the next pulper? Is that
I don't know. I heard he did a 12-hour stream. I didn't see it or whatever. I don't know what he was doing. I know he's causing chaos, paying KB to, get Tommy Jordan or J-Mo or whoever on, show this new thing. Same with Permaseal getting people on. So I don't know what KB's doing.
hey, but JMO was such a great get.
Ugh.
I mean, that was.
I mean, look, it can't get worse than him paying $100 to get Jim Stansel on.
Right. No, I never will let Brian Landon. That was
low watermark.
And I like Stansel, but that was just so bad. So
somebody's got to
bad.
like him.
I had forgotten this because so much has gone on. NJ, I will say your Stansel coverage on your show last week on KB was Scorsese-like masterpiece.
Thank you very much.
It was really good because you really hit the nail on the head with Stansel is the one guy telling us always how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And given the chance, not only did he shit the bed, but he's like, oh, can I come on as a regular guest?
Yeah, he's the ultimate put me in coach. He has smoke for all the current roster of KB guests. He has smoke for the super chatters, and yet is another guy who, if you hate that so much, you can turn it off. That's the easy thing to do. And so and that was literally a week after I got the link and did basically nothing on MLC after I was on your show. So literally a week after that, this guy gets his chance after all the complaining in the world on Twitter, and brings less than nothing. So you love to see it. And Stansel also was jealous of fucking Matt Mead for going on Gino's show. Could you imagine if you were ever jealous of Matt Mead or anybody else for going on fucking Gino? Stop. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. But that's my time.
With your girlfriend who's like so hammered, it's like it's embarrassing,
Shut up, Schmuel.
And so that's my little. One day I'll get this stream deck set up, but I managed to get that on there, and then I think.
Hey, where are you, David?
But calm down, Chad.
Other than that, the realist Stevie Lou. Don't get me wrong; it was good coverage. Stevie, you're a movie guy, so I mean, Scorsese holds a special place in your heart. I can't, I apologize if I overstated, but I was impressed.
What do you guys got going on tomorrow? You and
Because that
Flipper?
was it. And then one thing, hold on. And I want to say, Stevie, I need you when you go back to Brennan and you get asked, you can quote me on this. Chad is 100% full of shit about how this happened. There you go. Now, NJ, you've got a show tomorrow night. What are you
Yeah.
guys going to be doing?
Yeah, NJR Live tomorrow night, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. We're going to be covering Karmic versus Mr. Kill Everything, Karmic versus Pat Dixon. I guess we're going to be covering the non-Chad versus Schmuel, Ethan Ralph versus Mersh, Mersh versus the final boss. Yeah, the title of the episode is going to be Life During Wartime. And then next week, Tukey on NGR Live. What? So stay tuned for that.
Good to Stevie Lou. I plugged Schmuel Talk today when I was on KB.
I heard Stevie did. He did. And
Did.
KB shut that shit down immediately.
He did, and Stevie was great because Stevie did it Saturday night too, when Pat was on, and I think it was, and they asked about the karmic thing, and it was the karmic and Pat, and somehow my name got mentioned, and Stevie Lou was, oh, is he going live tonight? It's just
Yes, Stevie's sent me the link both times to get on MLC. So as much shit as Stevie gets, he's taking care of me. So I appreciate it, Stevie. You big
Stevie's
goofy bastard.
Stevie isn't Stevie the like? Yeah, when I've gotten the link from there, it's been Stevie, but I thought Stevie was the guy that always sent out the links.
Last time this Saturday, KB, because KB actually texted me afterwards, and he didn't know I was coming on, but KB still brought me on stage. So Stevie went a little cowboy on the boss.
I just always assumed that it was like,
Yeah, it usually is
Stevie send the
out.
link.
Yeah, but he helped both times, so I appreciate it, Stevie.
So and Jay, anything else that you'd? What time is the show at?
8 Eastern, 5 Pacific.
And it's you and Flimsy Greenberg.
Yep, that's what they call him.
And without spilling the beans, what did you think of the Karmic Dixon thing?
What did I think about it? It reminds me of a famous meme entitled Two Retards Fighting. We didn't see a lot of hits connect. We saw some lying from both sides. And yeah, that was basically my take on it. So
Interesting. I thought Kevin seemed a little bit lost in what to do with it. And
You watch your fucking mouth,
it
Schmuel.
didn't get there were too many people on, and it just didn't get it didn't get it just wasn't handled well. But I think it was all probably a surprise.
there were too many cooks in the kitchen, that's for sure.
You know, and I don't know what he's thinking, but Karmic with the goat mask and the makeup, it's like pathetic. And then the next day, flying to wherever his girlfriend is, and all I kept thinking about was like, you ever see the pictures of the diplomat that said something stupid, and the next day they're like on their way home to see the president to get talked to and never to be heard from again. So it was like he was summoned to Cincinnati or wherever they are. And
Very much like that.
Stevie Lou says people were saying it was the episode of the year.
Stevie says that about every episode. It's the best. That's just his fucking bit.
I digress, but it stunk. All right, good night, everybody. It's been a blast. I'm going to let you guys go, and I will stay and say goodbye to the peoples. So thank you. Good night. And good night. Good night. And there's me. Good night, cigarette. Hey, thank everybody for being in here. And I am really sorry we didn't get to do the Chad thing. Very disappointed. And let's hope we can work it out. I think I'm gonna write Chad a note after, because I now think if I believe that Chad was fed incorrect information, and we need to find out honestly what's going on. There we go. Oh, let's just see here. I can't. Thank you. I appreciate that. Uh, in the chat. In any event, not gonna simulcast podcast shit. F pyramids. I think now I understand. If what I heard Chad say to Tukey is correct, I think what he thought was I was going to simulcast. I was not simulcasting. So what would happen would be if I did and people sent super chats, they would appear on my screen, which would then make them appear on his, and that was never going to happen. Cigarette Jones, you got to come back and be part of it. And I was a little lost. And Doodle, it's over. No one will care. Load was blown. No offense. I know, Doodle, but it's not like I got content coming out the asshole, so I gotta stretch everything out. But it would be interesting to get to see if we could have Chow on, and so there we go. And Doodle, love you. Hope you get paid. And yeah, guys. We didn't even talk about it tonight. Thank you so much for the super chats, and memberships are $1.99, and you'll see the benefits that are in there for joining. So I'd appreciate that, and it's been a blast. So I'll see you all Thursday, and oh no. TB's Will Hearn, I'm confused. Lou gave me shit for being a Buckman guy. Now he likes Schmuel. I win them all over, Will. I win them all over in the end. Stevie and I are trying to be beefless. And I don't know we'll be friends, but we'll be beefless. Apologize to the panhandler. No, not going to happen. He's a fine gentleman, but it was deserved. Right, Panhandler? I know you're in the chat. And there we go. So later on, guys, and have a good night.